The spotlight is where I used to belong. I used to crave attention and thrive off of performing. From acting to singing to dancing to cheerleading, I always found an excuse to wear stage makeup and share my talents. But that was a long time ago. Now I am home the majority of the day, every day. Some days I don't see a need to even put makeup on, nor do I find time to do so. Some days I'm sleep deprived, covered in spit up, and have mountains of neglected homework. On those days, I think, I wonder how 15-year-old Lauren would feel about growing up if she saw this. It's not as glamorous as I imagined my life would be, but being a mom and a wife defines who I am and brings me more joy than performing ever could. When I was little, I dreamt of being famous. Everyone who knew me remembered me as the curly-haired girl who was always singing and dancing. I stayed with those passions through high school, and in college I danced every chance I had. But by then I started thinking about my future, and I realized fame wasn't truly what I wanted. I wanted to graduate from college and have a career, do some traveling, and settle down with the perfect man once I was good and ready. I think I was the only one of my friends who did not want to get married right out of high school. I bet you can guess who was the first to get married. I was 18 when my high school crush asked me to go bowling. I was skeptical at first for two reasons. I had just gotten out of a relationship and I loved being single, and I knew something just had to be wrong with him. He was too perfect. My skepticism didn't last long, however. We were married 6 months later. 3 months after that, I was throwing up daily and every part of my body was in pain. You guessed it, I was pregnant. It was a long pregnancy, insomnia, morning sickness, headaches, heartburn, the list goes on and on. But on New Year's Day, all of that pain was replaced by the highest point in my life thus far. His name is Tommy. Tommy is 9 months old now. I spend my days chasing him around and awing over his perfection. I no longer have opportunities to perform or be on stage, but Tommy and I have crazy dance parties, and I am a superstar in his eyes. My life has not ended up where I thought it would, but I know I am right where I'm supposed to be. I have learned now that even though I didn't get to all the adventures on my list before starting a family, those things aren't really important to me anymore. And being a mom is the most important thing I will ever do, and I am proud to hold that title.